Well, a lot of people are putting hands together to help Yul. And I think this is divine. It is God's way of lifting someone out of the murky waters that they are in. And if that person refuses the help, refuses to surrender, refuses to get out, or the person is being pulled out and the person decides to go back, well, I do not know. I am not God. I don't know the next action God will take. But from what we are seeing, a lot of efforts are being put into lifting Yul out of the mess that is into. Yes, a lot of people who are spiritual have decided, like this prophet that gave this powerful message, vision to you. And this message, you will be hearing it. That is why I've always said, stay from the beginning to the end of the video so that you can get the true picture of everything. You see, Yul and May started very early. That is why Rita EDOCHIE could say, the husband of your youth. Husband of your youth could mean a lot of things. But in this case, we are talking about two people who met themselves when they were very, very young. Yul introduced May to his mother, and the family of the EDOCHIEs embraced her, and that is how they started slowly, without having much. Peter EDOCHIE is not an extremely rich man. He's not that rich man. He's just an average person. All he does is acting. There's no political affiliation that we know of. Neither is he involved in any clearing and forwarding. I'm talking about big businesses. Well, Peter EDOCHIE created a niche for Yul. Now, let us forget all of these things that's happening. Yul is good at what he does. Not until he met this woman, Judy Austin. Now, Judy Austin, a married woman, upon sighting Yul, not because she doesn't know that Yul exists, of course. She knows that Yul exists, but they've not had this one-on-one or close marking at any time until that day that they both met. Now, let us go back a little bit. When May and Yul started, May worked. She was a corporate worker. She worked in the bank. She was doing what she did and doing all the things that she could do. She did it all. And slowly, they started gathering themselves together. Mr. Yul was getting endorsement here and there, little ones, and and some other big ones. Business was booming. That is just the point. Things were functioning, and both of them saw themselves like how people ask, where do you see yourself in the next 10, 20 years? That kind of question that people ask. They saw themselves in that light, that height. But lo and behold, the day Judy Austin spotted Yul, that where do you see yourself in the next 10 years changed to what we are seeing today. Maybe he had that hope, both of them working, wife working in the corporate world, husband doing his movie thing, getting different roles. He's a good director, let us be clear, because his father taught him well. He has been in a place where movie, entertainment is just what it is. Slowly, they got their house, their piece of land. They started developing it slowly, living in it and building it. Living in it and building it slowly till it became what it is. That is when they decided to take pictures of it and show to the world. Do not think that it started in one day, maybe in a month, they built everything and that's it. No. Slowly, they put in money. Slowly, apart from huge amount of money that came from May, because she thought they were both moving together, like how people will say, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Now, Judy Austin, let me go back to her. She was married. At that time, Mr. Obasi, the husband, appeared to be the heaven and the earth. Because this is just a woman who lived in Enugu. She is wise in her own ways, but not in that kind of way that May is wise. You see, May and Yul lived in the southeast. They lived in Enugu. They go back and forth. Anambra, they were domiciled in Enugu, not until they decided to move into Lagos and do their thing in Lagos. Now, Judy Austin, she is a typical Igbo woman, right there in the southeast of Nigeria, living her life, doing her thing, according to what we heard, and according to Mr. Obasi. It got to a time, this Judy Austin started tearing eyes in a way that he could not handle anymore. You know, that kind of situation where you train a woman, you pay money for her to go to school, hoping that, you know, when you educate a woman, you have educated the whole world. You know, there is this saying. She got the education, she got what she could get, she passed what she could pass, she failed what she could fail, she did all what she could do. Then, one day, she realized that she needed to take a different route in life. She spotted Yul and she looked at Obasi and said to herself, no, I think I regret marrying Obasi. Obasi is not the kind of man that I need. Obasi is not the pinnacle of success or the image of a man that I want. You know why? Obasi has finished spending money, sending to school, doing everything. Now, Obasi is just like an average man, not a billionaire. If Obasi had remained, you know, if Obasi had continued, not remain. Obasi just remained like average. If Obasi had continued pushing, if Obasi had more blessing financially, I don't think this woman would have acted this way. No. If Obasi was into big time clearing and forwarding, owning big, massive shopping malls, money is pouring from right, left, and center. The only thing that Judy Austin would do is to be cheating little by little, but she will clinch to her husband. But, because Mr. Obasi is on that average level, she decided to change her pathway. First, she started pressing on Obasi. Rent me a house, a place where I will stay in Enugu when I go to shoot movie in Asaba and all of that. I need a place. I don't want to be staying in a hotel. Mr. Obasi said, no, how can you be a married woman and you want to do this kind of thing? No, it's not possible. Well, the family of Judy Austin, Mogalu, particularly the mother, they pressured the man and the man said, okay, and that is the mistake the man made. Although, even if he had not done so, bad thing that will happen will always happen. Maybe not quick or fast. So immediately, Judy Austin spotted Yul, entered into Yul. Yul now, being a greedy man himself, normally, he will say, am I not a man? Am I not a man? Am I a man? He decided to check one or two things. So, both of them were committing adultery. And when pregnancy got in, Judy Austin say, it does not belong to Obasi, it belongs to you. Now him looked at it like, okay, children are blessings from God, not knowing that, or not thinking that, wait, let us do DNA first. It was later that the issue of DNA came out. But then, before they will say Jack Robinson, another one has entered. So if you say the first is not your own, let us check the second one. Mister, you have nowhere to go. This is how she pressured him to go to her family to pay bride price. He couldn't bring his own family. He had to go and rent some hungry uncles somewhere. Rent people like how they do in movies. Drag them down there. They did what they need to do. Whilst she still had that title. While she still had Mr. Obasi as husband. Without bride price return or any of the ceremony or whatever it is, the culture. Without them observing any of this. Well, this is how it all started till where we are. And she locked him up knowing that this man can change. This kind of man can twist. So it's more or less like who is the fastest. She became the fastest, knowing fully well that Yul is an unstable man. Yul can disappear. Yul can travailler within few seconds. You know how he wanted to travailler. He quickly went on his Instagram to delete pictures to show to the whole world This is a man who does not know how to keep his things. Oh, he quickly went on social media to delete pictures, but you know how it is now. They gave him prophecy. Well, another prophet has decided to release this to us, and this message is what you are going to hear. Now, this pastor saw a vision. In this vision, and that is why it is important that you pay attention to this message. Very important. If you know him, let him know this. In this vision, this pastor saw a grave. And in this grave, this man is like, what am I seeing? He went further. In the dream, when he went further, he saw Judy Austin and the family of Yul. They were far away, but Judy Austin was close to that grave. And he went further to look. Who is this? Who is this? He saw a coffin. And in this coffin, he saw Yul. You know Yul, he likes to act movies with coffin. They say it is nothing. After all, Europeans do it, nothing is happening. But them, they say they have already cooked themselves, that death will not chase them, even if they sleep in coffin, that they have done what they need to do to overcome death, untimely death. Anyway, this is what this prophet saw. The prophet looked and said, but this man that I'm looking at is not dead yet, because he's still moving like someone struggling. He's alive, but it's like something is pressing him down to keep him there. And in this dream, he looked at Judy Austin, said, look, he is alive. Let us call his family. Let us all join hands together to pull him out of this. But Judy Austin was saying, no, he's not alive. He's dead. He's just at the last point of it. Look at it. He's dead. It is the wind that is blowing. It is not him. It is the wind. And the man said, no, I can see life. After a while, the prophet shouted, screamed, and the family of you came closer. Join hands together, he kept saying, let us pull this man out. But Judy Austin sat down on the coffin and said, no, how can you want to take out a dead man? No, it is not possible. He is dead. And this prophet said, no, this is not going to be possible. He is not dead. This is how the prophet in this dream pushed Judy Austin away. Pushed her away from the coffin and tried to pull Yul out. While trying to pull Yul out, Yul himself was trying to stay in the coffin, trying to get out again, trying to stay. He is undecided. And May also appeared with tears, looking at him, shaking her head. This dream is very important. This vision that this prophet saw. And that is how the prophet tried to pull him up until he was kneeling down in the coffin, pulled him up again. And the family also came to try to assist him. I'm talking about the father, the brother, and the mother of Yul, trying to lift him up. It was like a very heavy weight. Try to pull him up. And this message is to you. The earlier the better. You wake up from your slumber. Wake up from your slumber. Get up. This is not a joke. So, guys, there are a lot that has been revealed to us, but we don't bring everything out. We just bring it out slowly. But this one is very important. It cannot be kept. Very important. It can't be kept. It can't be kept. It can't be kept. It could mean a lot of things. Whatever it means to you, drop it in the comment section. Like and share this video. Subscribe to this